There are three ways to tell a real starred billionaire from a mere millionaire tourist. First, they never check the prices, not even at the grocery store where a bottle of wine can cost more than a Ferrari. Second, they dress down, not up, because when you're worth 10 figures, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. And third, they know the true purpose of this fairy tale Swiss village isn't to show off wealth, it's to hide it. Welcome to Shad, Switzerland, a car-free Alpine wonderland where black Mercedes SUVs glide silently through snow-dusted streets and tinted windows conceal passengers who collectively control more wealth than small nations. For most of the year, just 700 people live here, but in peak winter season, the population swells to around 3,500. And these aren't ordinary tourists. These are the names you see in Forbes, the decisions that shape markets, and the lunch meetings that quietly reshape industries. Look around the promenade. The buildings are raw pine, unpainted and unassuming, playing down the extraordinary wealth inside. Peer through the windows and you'll spot Louis Vuitton displaying a single handbag like a museum piece, Hermès with a waiting list even millionaires can't skip, and Cartier with price tags turned discreetly away. Locals have seen it all. They've watched Madonna browse their boutiques, served coffee to Charles III, and kept respectful silence as Elizabeth Taylor slipped into shops. In Shad, billionaires aren't treated like celebrities, and that's exactly why they come. Here, a billionaire's child can get homework delivered by helicopter from their 140,000 Swiss franc boarding school. Here, impossible dinner reservations open up without a callback. And yes, when someone wants a bottle of cognac priced at 100,000 Swiss francs, the local grocery store can make it happen. Inside the palace that presides over the town, luxury becomes choreography. Even if you can afford the 1,800 per night suites, entry is not guaranteed. Each morning, staff polish every crystal glass by hand, measure the angle of every fork, and align the hotel's logo in the exact same direction on every folded towel. The palace is open only 6 months a year, split between winter and summer, not for weather, but to maintain exclusivity. During the off-season, staff record returning guest preferences in astonishing detail. 3 extra pillows for one guest every time, fresh orange flowers for another, but only baby romantica roses, and only on Thursdays. In 5 restaurants, plates appear and disappear like magic. Wine glasses never drop below 1/3 full, and no one ever needs eye contact to get service. The New Year's Eve celebration. Entry is 1,200 Swiss francs if you're already a guest, and seating is planned months ahead based on global politics and business interests. Quick break. What do you think of Shad? Is it a bucket list dream or a cringy example of billionaires flaunting it in the mountains? Drop your take in the comments and tell us why. Back to the shadows under the palace, where tunnels and staff corridors run a parallel universe. Personal assistants source rare French cheeses at midnight. Security monitors discreet cameras. Concierges use global networks to fulfill requests that sound impossible. Proposals on mountaintops at sunrise. A specific vintage of wine that officially doesn't exist. Deals happen in paneled private rooms where industries are reshaped, alliances are forged, and future marriages for elite families are quietly considered. Then there's the world's most expensive school, Institut El Roe, blending into the Alpine architecture while charging 140,000 Swiss francs per year. Parents invest about $1.5 million for a complete high school education. Students wear Moncler jackets and limited edition watches. Weekend strolls feature luxury bags, and ski gear costs more than family cars. Behind the scenes, every living quarter has housekeeping. Chefs deliver Michelin-level dining, and if a student misses their grandmother's special dish from Azerbaijan, it appears the next week. More importantly, this is the most elite networking incubator on Earth. Tech billionaire kids share labs with European royalty. A Saudi prince might partner with a Canadian mining heir on a class project, and the school tracks interactions so they can trace future deals back to teenage friendships. The calendar is wild. Winter relocations to a campus near Lake Geneva, moving students, teachers, horses, and multiple grand pianos. There's also a shadow curriculum, mastering discretion, navigating cultures, and wearing privilege with casual nonchalance. Now forget the boutiques. The true spectacle is pony food and wine, the local grocery store. You're greeted by a champagne fridge that rivals wine cellars. A cognac sits at 100,000 Swiss francs, and they've sold 2 this season. Fresh orange juice costs 14 Swiss francs, and customers buy cases without checking prices. Downstairs, the cellar showcases caviar starting at 1,000 Swiss francs per tin. Personal shoppers guide clients through rare vintages, and bread is flown in daily from specific bakeries in Paris and Vienna. Certain cheeses require 24-hour notice and are aged in caves accessible only by helicopter. Regular orders can mean exactly 17 items. Mineral water from a specific Norwegian glacier, coffee beans roasted no more than 36 hours before delivery, and avocados ripened at exactly 21 degrees Celsius for 48 hours. One client's chocolate must never be stored within 2 meters of any mint. If you enjoy deep dives into luxury and lifestyle, hit subscribe and join channel name for more insider tours. December 20th is opening night. Private jets descend, the palace opens, and the population quintuples. At 7 o'clock in the morning, power breakfasts happen with phones face down. Over quiet croissants, corporate takeovers get orchestrated. Royal families discuss marriage prospects, and staff practice selective hearing in silence. Public events like snow polo and classical music are just the backdrop. The real action unfolds in private chalets, with phones checked at the door and guest lists unwritten. Even skiing follows unwritten rules. Certain runs turn unofficially private at specific hours. Security teams clear slopes, and instructors conveniently avoid the wrong kind of wealthy. Need a midnight helicopter to Paris? Done. A mountaintop proposal at sunrise? They'll mysteriously clear the peak. One billionaire gets fresh sushi flown in from a specific small-town master in Japan. And when March arrives, Shad exhales. The palace closes, billionaires leave, shops restock, hotels record every detail, and 700 locals keep the town's secrets until the curtain rises again. In a world obsessed with flaunting, Shad, Switzerland quietly perfects the art of hiding. So the question is, will you remember the spectacle or the silence?